John here. We are actually almost in our own backyard. I got a tip from one of my sister sites, the good folks over at Ancient Exploring in Arizona, and they mentioned that there is a fairly substantial mine working right in South Mountain Park Preserve in the Phoenix Metroplex. Now, I live in the Phoenix Metroplex. I grew up here. I was born here, and I never knew that this mine existed. Yet I only drove 10 miles from my house, roughly. And the wash that I'm going to be walking up here, how remote it is. And off to my left, supposedly, about a third of a mile in, and up this wash and up and around there was the Max Delta mine. And that's where we're headed. Now, it is a Saturday morning. Unusually, because this is middle of June, but we just had a hurricane off the coast of California, which brought us some weather, so it's only about 80 degrees instead of 113 like it was a couple of days ago. It's a good day to go exploring, but I imagine we'll run into some people here too. 99% of the population doesn't know this place exists either, and that's the strange part. All right, we're gonna get going. I'll show some stuff along the way. All right, Mitt. I'm also going to mention some of the stuff. I'm standing in the same spot that I did my intro, and these are some of the rocks. They're already in this wash. You see a lot of the iron oxidation. This green, which is really pretty. If I ever want to get a backpack and do some custom work with some lapidary, some rocks. Now, this is also perfect snake weather. That's something I'm going to have to be very conscious of. So we're going to be taking it slow as we go, because this is prime rattlesnake area, and I don't want to make them mad any more than they make me mad. So we're going to try to have a little mutual respect. All right, moving on. Well, I haven't gone very far. Came across this face in this wash, which is this nice green stone, and then I came across my first entrance, which is dug into the side of the mountain here at the wash. So in the spirit of doing what I do best, I'm gonna grab my flashlight, switch this card over to my other Canon camera, and we're gonna go see where this goes. Okay, let's head in. This is only about 4 feet high. You can see the footprints. It's not like this is hard to find. But it does go back quite a ways. It's dry. Look at all the bugs up there. Not real fond of bugs. And poop on the wall. Now, one thing to point out, look at all the stuff on the ground. That means that this stuff does cave in from time to time. We're at the end of it. Notice how the rock is green there. So, just a little exploratory shaft. Shouldn't call it a shaft, it's really not, but... And that's the entrance. So, that's the end of entrance number 1. I'm not very far up from that first cave entrance, and I can see what might have attracted their attention. I mean, I'm looking at some vein work here, but in that vein work, and it's not really sunny right now, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you might be able to see the glint of the silver mineral that's inside this vein work, and that's also very quartz-like. So that's interesting. Who would have thought? South Mountain has these kind of minerals too. Here's another little vein work right there. I'm sure I'm going to find plenty of these. I just wanted to, I saw that glint of silver as I was walking by, and I wanted to share that. Still in the wash, a little further up, and you can see the beginnings of tailings. If you look right at the berm of the wash, just above it, you can see the tailings. So we're not too far from at least the one end of the Max Delta complex. Not very often you see a millipede in the wild. I don't see it very often you see a millipede at all, to be honest. But since it has started to rain, and that's pretty rare up here too, especially the last almost 4 months, I'm sure he's out here enjoying some water. So we're gonna leave him be and move on across the wash and get up to the tailings, which you can see right up there. Crawled out of the wash and ran right into signs of habitation. Some old concrete works here. Some sort of square opening. Now, interesting thing, I didn't notice it while I was in the wash, but that almost looks like a tailing all by itself right there in the wash itself. Goes along with this right here. Like I said, it is raining. I'm starting to sweat really bad because although it's not horribly hot, it's really humid. So it's going to be humid and really hot. So I want to go ahead and keep exploring while I can. Eventually it's not going to be tolerable. Yeah, that's interesting down there. But you can see all of the tailings right here. And this big plateau right here. And I see some graffiti up there. So we're in the right spot. We're in the Max Delta complex. I am breathing hard, even though we're still kind of in the Phoenix Metroplex, because South Mountain Reserve is the largest inner city park in the country for sure. But these mountains are really steep, and you got tailings all up in here. Now this mine was supposedly still in production until about right before or right during the beginning of the war. 1942 I think is what I read. Then after that it shut down and went into decay. So you can see how rugged it is. There is a view of part of the city right up here, and I'll share that with you here in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go down rather than up. I'm following this tailing, or possibly really old trail, because I see one part of one of the main parts that you could actually see from Earth Explorer, Google Earth. But you've got all of these tailing piles and some real interesting rocks here. Now I generally won't take artifacts, but I will take a couple of rocks just so I can do a little research and see what's up here. You all know from watching my videos that my thing is anthropology and archaeology, but my next set of classes is going to be in geology too, so I get a better feel of our mineral content up here. Look at this pile. All light colored. All right, Interesting old tin there. You can see where I'm parked, way down here. And off in the distance you can see the city of Phoenix. And there's tons of bicyclists because that's what they're doing up here. But nobody has hiked this, so as close as I am and as many people as was down in that parking lot. Again, I'm by myself. So, yay me. This is the fireplace that all the other urbexers mention when they come up here. It is interesting that it has survived, but it's also kind of cool that as you look through it, that is your view of Phoenix and the mountains that are beyond that. If you kind of look off to the right just a little bit, that is the heart of part of Phoenix down there. So really cool. Now, surrounding me, you got all of this that I'm going to try to take a peek at. You got a hole right behind me here. You got another tailing right over here. So I've got enough that's going to keep me busy for probably a couple of hours at least. And then we'll go from there. Now, as far as actually like danger, other than rattlesnakes and stuff like that, there's a road right down here that all the bicyclists head down. So I'm probably half mile at the most from hard pavement, and well-traveled hard pavement at that. Now, the thing about it is, it'd be interesting to see what's on the other side of the mountain, because I think I see more tailings over here, which I'm going to explore at a different time, and some trails that head up in there. So this area looks like it might have been heavily worked. All right, time to explore. Okay, I forgot about scorpions. This one is huge. He's a couple of inches even with his tail up out there catching a little water. So I may hold off on this exploration shaft, and I think this is one of the interesting ones too. So, and there's another beetle right there, so I wouldn't be surprised if the scorpion doesn't go after the bug. So, okay, I'm up above the fireplace on the hill right behind it, and you can see they dug a little exploratory trough here. They were following a vein. I can definitely see why they chose this, because look how much they were actually able to pull out. Now, I don't know how much of anything valuable this produced, but they were definitely searching. And you can see by this rock down here how thick that actual vein work is. So, interesting find. I haven't decided to brave that one little entrance yet with Mr. Scorpion. I might save that for a little bit later. So, onward. Well, I found another entrance. Or at least a really small hole. And I remember the last one of these that I thought didn't go anywhere, and it turned out to be about a 200 foot shaft. But this is a tight fit. I'm pretty sure if I take the vest off I can slither down in there, but not sure I want to yet. I'm gonna get a little closer and shine a light down in there. Okay, I don't know how much you could see down in the entrance itself. This looks like it used to be an entrance, but it's all caved in now. I can actually see the end of it. So we're going to get out of this and explore something else. A lot of millipedes up here. That's near this entrance too. I'm at the top of, or close to the top of the tailings area. This area used to be fenced off, so there's something up here, or something used to be up here. Not sure which yet. But I'm going to circle around now and see if I can find something. It's starting to wear out a little bit. The sun's out, and since it's been raining, It's humid as all get out. And since it's the middle of June, it's going to start getting hot. And the light's really going to suck up here. But no pain, no gain. No risk, no reward. So let's keep exploring. Well, I found where those fences go. And these graffiti marks look familiar to other Urbex videos. So I think I found the entrance. So I'm going to get myself a little better set up to take a look down in here and see what I see. Okay, here we go. Wow. I can already see timbers down in there. Wow. It goes more than one direction. Now this is interesting. Well, this is held for 100 years, so I guess we're going to go in a little bit. This is pretty cool. As long as the grade doesn't go any worse than this, I should be fine. I want to make sure I stay away from these timbers. Wow, okay, somebody's got this tied off too. And I see an arrow. You know, discretion is the better part of valor. That's pretty slick right there. People have come out this way. I don't like this. Okay. My friends are, I can see down there. There's way more to explore to this. But since I'm by myself, I am not going to do this. I want to bring some regular rope up here maybe and explore this. Bring somebody with me. But they are not going to find me if I slip down this. So I'm going to make my way back up. Both these entrances are pretty small. I could probably scooch through that one. This one's a bigger entrance. I think we're going to go ahead and give this one a peek. So I'm going to get out of some of my gear here and make myself thinner. Okay, off to the left on this, there's another drop down. I don't want to make this adventures in stupidity. That was just too steep and too slippery to want to try that, at least by myself. This is one of those times where this needs to be a two-man explore. So it was still awesome to see. Definitely information for further exploration. But I'm going to move on to the next. And to make my trip complete, that looks like a Diamondback rattler curled up by that water bottle down there. Surprised I didn't run into him sooner. So might have to get his attention and give myself plenty of distance. See his tail? Well, this adventure doesn't seem to end. Got another arrow. And another entrance. I wonder if this one's a little more accessible than the last one. So, there's my blood for Eric. Inside joke for my friend from Ancient Exploring in Arizona. Alright, time to change my equipment again and head on in. Alright, let's drop down in here and see what we find. The good news is I don't see pillars holding everything up. I don't see any critters. So that's a good start. So far, I've run into just about every type of poison thing you can find. And there's my pillars. That's great. And I think there's bats. Me and my bats. Definitely bats. At least this can be. Yeah, but you're good. Okay. 7 or 8 feet high. Let me adjust the beams on my flashlight. Okay, that's as good as it gets. Listen for the boom. It's really quiet in here. wish they wouldn't. Graffiti. Wow, this place goes and goes and goes. I'm at the end of this one without a rope. Wow. There's so much exploring that can be done here with 2 people and a rope. You can actually see cans down there. No, I'm going to do this one. That's too bad. Still a nice find. You can see the main mark up there. And right here. Look at this. Alright, there's the entrance. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and head back out again. Taking a break for a minute. I've been here for a few hours now. Explored 3 mine openings. 2 of them I backed out. Too sketchy to do by myself. It's like I said, been several hours, and finally there are 3 young people down there at the bottom where I was at first. So that's the first signs of people that I've seen here. And like I said, off in the distance, that's Greater Phoenix Metroplex. Matter of fact, you can see just on the other side of the mountain there, that's Bank One Ballpark, or Chase Field now, and the skyscrapers right next to it. So we're really close to the main part of Phoenix. Still hard to believe this is only 10 miles from my house and I never knew it was here. Oh well, that just goes to show why we do this, is live, learn, experience, document. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some water and climb up this trail a little bit, let my young people go, and then I'll go back down to the fireplace area and see if Mr. Scorpion's gone. You know, this never gets old. Technically, I'm in the city limits. I am in a mountain preserve, but it is a city mountain preserve. It is a Saturday, middle of the day, probably around noon. And like I said, I've seen 3 young people off at a distance. And we've got all of this up here. And really, there's not anybody here. I see more people when I go out in remote places in their ATVs than I've seen here. This looks like old lava flow. And this is at the very top of the crest. The other part of the mountain range right there. If you were to go just over this crest right here, and a few miles for reference, you'd be in the Gila Indian Reservation, and Vicuiva Casino is over there. So that's kind of the extreme west end of the valley. Chase Field, which is right in the heart of downtown. Then you go around this way. The East Valley is over on that end. And like I said, no noise. Nice and quiet. And there's a lot more than I can explore here. So, oh, more tailings down that way too. I'm going to have to come back up here for sure, and definitely bring a partner. And some sturdy rope. There's definitely more to explore. So, all right, moving on. Okay, after my main explorations, I'm in the
main part of what was the Delta Mine Complex, the Max Delta Complex. You can see another millipede. They're all over the place, but that was a stairway right there. Up on this plateau are remnants of some sort of a structure. It's got graffiti on it, of course. We'll go take a peek at that. We'll look at some of the other stuff. There's still metal laying around. Thing is, if we don't document now, this was a working structure in the 1940s, so 70 years ago. All these buildings were up, and now there's nothing left. Another 70 years, this will just be a memory. Hard to tell what this was. All right, moving on. Sitting on top of a tailing, and you can see more of the structure right below me. Not a lot as far as buildings go. You can see the fireplace off to the distance there. I think I'm going to make my way down this, and the last one that I want to at least take a peek at is the scorpion hole. There's supposed to be a fairly deep mine entrance around here somewhere, but so far I haven't found it. Although I did find two very deep mine entrances that weren't the ones that other urbexes have found, but those need some rope to get further down into. All in all, though, I am satisfied with what I found so far, more than satisfied. This is amazing, and I will be coming back. But the journey's not over yet, so suck a little more water down and keep on moving. Okay, I'm back to the scorpion cave. No sign of him, which I guess part of me should be concerned. Maybe I'm pressing my luck, especially since I've already found millipedes, big scorpion, western diamondback rattler, you know, all the nasty stuff. But this is the first entrance I found, and the last one I'm going to explore before I head out of here. Again, it's a bit of a tight fit, but I can get in there with all my equipment. And it does not look steep yet, like the last two. So we're going to give it a go. Well, I'm going to slide in and see what I find. Pretty deep so far. Not very tall though. I'm actually sitting down, so this is only about 3 feet tall. But it does look like it gets bigger. Now, obviously, a lot of people have been up in here. Happy birthday, man. There you go. It's not close to my birthday. Okay. Standing, stooping. Paint marks. Again, it gets really quiet in these caves. But this one so far seems to be the most structurally sound of the now 4 that I've been in. Oh, that's weird. I can see the vein work again that they were following. chute here. See the main one? Well, this is about 7 feet high. Old tin. Adjust the how I hold stuff here. Again, more vein work. Wow. This goes back a long way. At least it's level. Even though it's been raining, I don't see any signs that water has been seeping through this rock. Water bottle. Starting to get shallower. Almost hitting my head. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, the one I went to in Quartzsite, the cave was like that. But there's definitely more in here. Well, if that's accurate, that says 1931, which I doubt. But it could be. This mine was here inactive, right? So far the air's good. No worries, no issues. Here we go. Go back. Okay, there's a downslope here. Don't think we're going to try that one. Let's follow this back a little further. Some of the timbers have fallen down. That's not a good sign. There's an air cleaner in here. I got an upper level. Pipe. Shoot. More timber. And we're still going. Man, I wonder how far back this place goes. Lots of, I think I'm going to reach the end. I did, I think. Says no way out. And it does stop. So let me get under a rock. Oh, look at the size of that beam. Wow. Okay. Growing up here, I would have never in a million years ever thought that this place was up here. I used to play in South Mountain, but on the east end of it. I used to go rabbit hunting up there before there was a city. So I'm going to count steps, see how far back this goes, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. Oh, look at this. More vein work. Well, I can see what they were chasing. Alright, I'm going to shut this off and make my way out. Okay, back to the opening. Let's get some fresh air. That was fun. Okay, I'm an absolute mess. This is one of the dirtiest adventures I've been on, but definitely one of the best. There's a lot more to explore here. Definitely going to have to bring a partner on the next one. Did as much as I was going to do solo and be safe. So from Max Delta, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, follow, you know, same routine, so I can keep doing these. I like to bring you guys along, and I'll see you on the next adventure.
Microphone check, yo, microphone wreck. Go to war like a vet on the lyrical set, cause I'm a soldier, hitting you with words like boulders, claiming the vocal throne, pulling mics out the stone. Airwaves, I roam like a cellular phone. I hate snakes like Indiana Jones. My rhyme hot like coffee, dipping tracks like scones, blazing tracks like Teflon, rhymes busting through your bones. I get you high like marijuana, feel me like prana or chi, cause my rhyme is the key. Open up your mind with positive energy. To me, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. I make dough when the rain in me shine on your mind. Get busy one time. Let the girls know that you're good to go. I rock the show like I rock your hoe. Represent, represent the hip hop. Just got the style that's so versatile. And then I rock the microphone and make it what you wow. Because I'm just Rashid, I give you what you need. Ripping niggas up at the breakneck speed. Ho, ho, I said ho, ho, I'm good to go. I say ow, I say ow, rock your body. I said I rock your body. Yeah, I say shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yo, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yo, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Yo, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.